Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. I'm Jarvis.
I'm Jordan. Be like a tiny Jesus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Every time you behave well, you get a tiny Jesus, okay?
Every time?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's behaving well again.
No, take a tiny Jesus.
This is awesome.
It's nice, right? It's got nice, I'll say it, fingering the little Jesus. It feels
There's
like...
there's a boy.
I don't know what other term
There's a boy and a girl Jesus because one's wearing pink and one's wearing blue.
I got one earlier today for me.
Gotta catch them all. What the hell?
at
There's so many
mine.
different colors. What is happening?
Well, we all brought our tiny Jesuses. We talked about this last week. You were going to bring it.
Tiny Jesus.
You
Be
haven't been
good for once.
Your behavior
is
has
it
been
crazy
outrageous.
because I'm gay?
Yeah. They don't have the right color for that.
Um,
We came in like a wave. Do you find it interesting that every single time we are like hang out before the show, someone, maybe it's just percentage chance of somebody having a little earworm track, someone has a song in their head and then it spreads.
100%.
You were doing Santa Baby this morning.
I was doing Santa Baby.
It is July. We are as far from either end of Christmas
I'm
as it
dressed
gets.
like fall. I said I came in like a wrecking ball, and now three of us have sung
Yeah, that's
Wrecking
the
Ball
thing,
by
yeah.
Miley Cyrus at least.
Yeah, that one has kind of, using the methods of Sun Tzu, you've dominated the earworm song market.
No, but then, I mean, Anastasia and Jacob hit the Santa Baby on...
Yeah, we said it at the same time.
What even? But it was a different. It wasn't even Santa Baby.
Zanku chicken.
Yeah, it's
right.
because we were getting Zanku chicken, which is a chain, so you don't know which one. It doesn't locate where we
It's
are.
the one that's farthest away from where we are.
It's the one that's farthest away.
4-hour delivery.
We got the furthest possible Zanku. It's actually closing.
The fun thing about Santa Baby is that you can kind of fit so many different words in there. You know, you just need 4 syllables, you know?
Is it about...
Netanyahu.
See what I'm saying?
All right, you're onto something.
Chicken jockey.
See?
Is
It's
there
fun.
is the consensus on that track that she's cucking the husband with Santa, or that Santa is the husband dressed up?
No. You're thinking I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
So, well, maybe
That's
like,
husband. Santa Baby is
just horny
This
for Santa.
woman is
Just horny.
horny for Santa.
Well, you know what's awesome is Michael Bublé's version of Santa Baby, because he is so
Horny
he
for
doesn't want to
Santa.
be gay that he just keeps saying different versions of friend. So he's like Santa buddy.
Oh,
And
no,
then
that
he
is
said,
pretty
and
funny.
he said Santa Pally, and it's like it just gets really bad.
He's
and then,
making up fake old-fashioned
Yeah,
words. He's
and he makes-
cosplaying. This is stolen valor.
'cause
You are
he-
not a member of the Rat Pack, Michael Bublé.
well, and you know, she at first she's like, oh, I would. She lists all the things she would like. He makes all of those like hyper masculine. He's like a 56 convertible 2, steel
Cool.
blue instead of light blue. Like
nice. Yeah.
blue's already the boy color.
That was almost a gay, Michael.
But
I guess I thought
Thank
he
you,
was gay.
Michael.
but also the very opening of the song, he says Santa Baby. So like he can't make
because
up
he
his fucking
had to.
mind.
He's like, okay, this is contractually obligated. If I'm like, doing a cover of Santa Baby, I need to hit Santa Baby at least once.
I actually really wish he would have just kept it as the normal song because
Because you're a purist.
Well, I
and
just
you hate
really-
artistic expression.
Oh god, she's gonna start talking about the war on Christmas.
I really love it when
the war on babies.
musicians
That's something she would
keep
talk about.
the gender.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the Beatles did a cover of a song called "Boys," and they kept it. They're like talking about boys, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know like what the origin of this was, but I guess it's Billy Joe Armstrong being bisexual, but like listening to Green Day in middle school and being like, whoa, he's talking about a boy now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my clarinet. You know, like
I wonder if there's kind of, at least in my brain, but I don't want to say that like, you know, we're insulated in a bubble of generation and culture and whatever, but like I feel like it is so much more emasculating, maybe, if that's the term that would apply here, to very self-consciously try and, because I'm conflating like sexuality and gender performance, but
Yeah.
that is what these guys are doing. It is not like no homo because I don't want to accidentally start dating a man. They're doing it because it's associated with
Yeah.
other toxic men as a thing that makes you less of a man.
Right.
But it is so much more like to me, it's embarrassing to very self-consciously be like, Santa fella.
yeah.
Oh, that was close.
There's another Green Day song, and I'm like, I don't know. You know when you like know a song, but you don't know the meaning of the song?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I know what this song is about because of the words in it, but I'm just Googling it real quick. Yeah, it's like,
I want to be a bisexual guy.
yeah, like no, because this is a song. It's like a narrated story, but the main character, who is Billy in the song, is like has been trying on his mother's clothes since he was a young boy. As a result, the boy was forced into therapy by his disapproving father. This justifies anyone's right to do and wear whatever they want and whatever satisfies them. But it's a great song because it's like sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sugar and spice and everything nice wasn't meant for only girls. That's like
Who could have known?
G.I. Joe and pantyhose is making room for the one and only king for a day, princess by dawn. That's like how the song goes.
When I was a-
It fucking rules. I love that song.
When I was a kid, I didn't realize, or I just didn't think about the fact that like songs were written by the person, which yeah, they weren't always. But the idea of like every single Weezer song is like, yep, they just are making noises with their mouth like they are with the guitar. And you listen to them and they're almost always like, a Chinese girl is the girl I'd love to
Dude,
have.
always. Half Asian. Now they're saying Asian.
What the fuck?
It's like, why is he? And I'm gonna want them in 2026 as well.
And then you listen to one that's supposed to be French, like, war is wrong and Chinese girls are right.
Wait a second.
Oh, God.
It's literally, it's like, war is wrong. And then you're like, yeah.
Yes, it is.
And Chinese girls are hot. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, okay.
Cool.
Okay, but specifically, you keep
mentioning
referencing
it.
that.
It's kind of weird.
Like, it's not like.
because they're Chinese?
Because, yeah, is it because they're Chinese rivers?
Because I'd rather you. It's better than saying something negative, I guess, is a sweeping statement.
But now we're getting into this like positive stereotype territory, which we know is problematic.
Parties rule.
Okay, yeah.
And especially when Asian people are at the
Whoa, rivers. Cool it.
Chill out. Man.
Cool it, dude. It's funny because when I was thinking about that Green Day song, like how non-judgmentally you view things when you aren't when someone gives you an idea of what something's supposed to be.
Oh, Inception.
Yeah, when you're there
Conditioned?
is a preconditioned. Thank you. When you're preconditioned to think something, like because I'm only. By the way, the reason I'm talking about this is because I'm only now realizing that like I never thought about that song. And then I was like, oh, whoa, the words are this. And I like never, who cares?
Well, there's that almost uncanny valley of like cynicism, I guess, where like you're really, really young and like literally who cares? You're a blank canvas and you enjoy things you enjoy.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, like, I feel like when your mind's malleable enough, you forget where stuff comes from. And all of a sudden, I don't know, I was like 11 and I'm like, you should be emotionally calcified. That's the normal thing. Forgetting that like just some male figure in my life said that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, right. No, I came to that genetically. I never thought about it. No one ever said anything.
Yeah.
That is just the way things are.
One interesting thing, maybe Jordan, you relate to this, is like not coming home to a father. Because having a dad it's a risk.
It's a bit of a dice roll.
Because they might give you bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I didn't get the nighttime patriarchy programming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't get the home life stuff of that.
Having a dad is like having an item. And it's like, well, what is it?
Well,
is it radioactive waste?
Well, no, it's a thing where like some things go up and some things go down.
Yes.
No, but I'm not trying to cast with a wide net here. I'm just saying that like not all parenting is created equal, and it's entirely possible that like you can be exposed to really harmful like ideals about masculinity in your home life. And I think that I'm just neutral. I was neutral to it. It's like I had a neutral nature. I was not adamant where I have, increased attack and lowered special attack.
Say.
As someone with a father.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us about that. Now, Anastasia, you have a father.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Thanks for coming on the show. Anastasia, Vigo. Talk daddy.
I feel bad because I feel like I've really shat upon my father a lot on this show, but
I love him.
He definitely did pour his
Milk out and decided to come back home.
no. His
Such a funny image. His dad going, he did buy the milk. He went out for milk.
He went out for milk. He actually did get the milk. And instead of just coming home with the milk, he decided to pour it out.
Yeah.
He said, no.
He misunderstood the song "Pour Some Sugar on Me."
No, but my dad, struggled with his own kind of like toxic masculine, patriarchal thinking and did put that on me. And I remember one time my dad going, and this is like in like 1990 or something. He was like, is Tom Cruise handsome? I can't tell if a guy is handsome. And me and my sister looked at each other and we went, bullshit.
Yeah, it is very performative.
Bullshit. You can't tell when a guy's handsome.
My dad also, like, if I'm like, well, like Ryan Gosling's traditionally attractive.
Traditionally
Traditionally attractive.
Traditionally
He's
attractive. I mean, it kind of depends on the role.
Or if he was on fire,
Or like if you try to like get him to agree that a certain guy is hot, he's like, oh, no, I can't say that. I don't think any guys are hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it sounds like you're.
Okay, now before I say this, I have to preface that I have not listened to the Green Day song "King for a Day" that I think is on Nimrod since maybe it's been 10 plus years. With that said, the second verse starts, my daddy put me in therapy. He thinks I'm not a real man. Who put the drag in drag queen? Don't knock it until you tried it.
What's the song
I didn't
about?
know. I was like, I'm like, what? Cool. I was
What's a
being
daddy?
indoctrinated.
You were-
That's what they're saying
The
is
gay
happening
agenda
to the
got
kids.
you.
That's the gay agenda.
They got us.
It got me.
And it rocks.
But that's why I'm always like, just read literature, watch movies, listen to music. Like, I feel like art and culture does make you a better human being.
Because it also throughout, I mean, look,
It gives you a different perspective.
This is just
right?
one of those times where it feels like I'm wary of preaching to the choir and also doing babies first, like media literacy, because it is such table stakes for some of us. But I also understand that, like, for our younger audience, they may have not been like exposed to some of these concepts. But with that said, throughout history, lots of like philosophy and academia and stuff has waded into gender identity and like queer identity and stuff in a very like non-judgmental way. And it feels like,
I mean, there's definitely, yeah.
there's also a judgmental way.
But that being said,
I just mean that, like, I guess the reason I was saying that is that, like, you aren't like literally being burned at the stake for your identity. Their like art and culture often wades into those spaces without it being a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was trying to say.
Yeah. And
like it can be like, it's like it doesn't have to be a big deal. Except for now it does, because you are burning people at the stake over it.
If you are, I don't know, even like 10 years younger than us, something like that, it's probably difficult to imagine that there's actually a period like 15 years ago, which felt less regressive on a lot of these topics. There was much more cultural consensus on like what ethically good was, like objectively ethically good.
Yeah, it's like, as they're calling it, woke 1.0.
And now it's like, wait, what? People are talking about how, like, actually, as long as they don't bring it up to me, gay people can get married. And I'm like, what? Yeah, didn't we do this?
We did that.
The hell are we talking about?
But then we are repealing all sorts of things that we thought were.
It's almost like the end of an empire. It's like the Bronze Age is over and now nobody knows how to make anything.
Yeah.
We're burning the Library of Alexandria, so we don't have to be woke anymore.
Except
Thank
for,
God.
contrary to popular belief, the works in the Library of Alexandria were copied in lots of other places, so we don't actually think that there was anything meaningful
It was
lost
fucking,
there.
and it was mid. And it was Greek.
That's also what they say. I'm not a historian, so I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but that's probably like the first Garfield comic ever or something.
Yeah.
But speaking of burning down our institutions, the World Cup is. Sorry, that's not a real transition because I don't. Speaking of burning.
let me do this transition.
Okay, let's do it each one word at a time. Improv game
Speaking
of
gay
people. Nope, this is
I
how
can
it
jump
goes.
in here. Give me a couple sentences.
Soccer,
Is
gay.
That improv game, but every third word has to be gay.
wait, that's funny.
That's actually
No, but I was gonna say, I was watching World Cup games with my dad, and a lot of male soccer players, wear sports bras now, and it absolutely makes sense because, and they're made for men.
nip chafe.
Nip chafe, pulled pectoral muscles.
Oh.
It's the same idea as NBA players wearing Under Armour, like compression
And
stuff.
a lot of times, performance athletes will wear really fancy fitness trackers.
Yeah.
That are like I had one for running. It was like not expensive, but it was strapped around my chest for when I was training for Creator Class.
There's lots of good reasons to have like stuff under your jersey.
It's like it shouldn't need to be a conversation, really.
But it's funny because I was watching with my dad, and you know how at the end of a game they often take their shirts off, their jerseys off.
You're watching different games than me.
And they do a little dance.
They
I'm
do a
telling you,
little
I just like can't even tell if
And
they're doing it.
they start smooching.
I just
No, I know what you're talking about.
I just when they take the shirt off, I just like my eyes are closed.
But during regulation, it's now a yellow card or a
really?
red card. I don't know what card it is, but
pop
apparently
the
that's
shirt.
like because of someone who took their jersey off during a celebration, and
that is frowned upon.
it caused some sort of issue. And so there was a game I was watching where a guy scored and was about to take his jersey off, and his teammate like pulled it down so that he didn't get in trouble.
They put a second jersey
in
on.
the 90s, it used to be quite common to put your jersey over your head or like take it off and swing it around or
Put your
whatever.
jersey over your head and then do the slide.
And I remember, I want to say it was like early 2000s, Brandi Chastain, U.S. women's national team. She scored a goal and took her shirt off and slid on her knees. She's wearing a sports bra.
Traditional.
Not
move.
a big deal. And Sports Illustrated put it on the cover, and then a bunch of people were like, this is obscene, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was so controversial.
I mean,
And she was like, why can't I take my shirt? I'm wearing like more than a bikini. And Sports Illustrated puts bikinis on there.
it's so crazy how the effects that the Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction had on Janet Jackson's career when it was Justin Timberlake who ripped off her bra.
No, it's
Yeah.
just like for some reason different. I mean,
It's like the mega victim blaming.
I think there's maybe a secondary symptom or like I don't know, because I want to say that like progressive ideas are objectively good and I support them. There is, I feel like, a reactionary element that's not just on the reactionary side, but can happen internally within like a more progressive community where people adopt those ideas out of social approval.
Oh, for
And
sure.
because they weren't really involved in progressing those ideas or were kind of just like born into an environment that already had them bent. It's a little like the, I forget it was Jubilee or Cut, that girl talking about porn.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
they were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about, they say sex work is work and you can see the clockwork automatically in place.
Yeah.
And then they get to rationalizing that. And it's like the cog isn't there.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, sex work is work. It's wrong. You're like, hold
Wait.
on. wait.
Slow down.
What happened? I thought you just said.
It's your body. You should be allowed to do it, but no one should be allowed to
don't,
watch it.
And don't watch it.
And you shouldn't be allowed to make money. And it's like, okay, well, that's the whole point.
You're right that like I feel like gender performance is so often it is table stakes to talk about it within our community and sometimes on the show and sometimes like I'm just playing the hits, but it is genuine thoughts. Though I do want to point out I'm fucking riddled with it. Like we talk about it in as realistic terms as we can, but like in fact World Cup's been highlighting this for me as does the NFL, fairly often. I am still completely unable to access painting your nails as a guy, and not in a like, why would you do that? That's obviously bad. But whatever remnants of like true trad toxic masculinity atoms are floating around my brain has done that thing where I have like cilantro soap taste for it, where I'm like, yes, of course. Yes, that's good. yes, of course. And I have to like say it out loud because of this little just like, it's just the thing I never even thought about it. I went 25 years and then I went like, huh, why does that idea make me go, what is this?
I'm different than you.
What the fuck?
I just like to point that out sometimes. And
You've been good.
Which is so weird because
Take the time to do
sometimes you guys are so similar.
well, I was gonna say I
Pile them together.
just don't like a bad nail painting job. That gives me the soap.
Bad where it gets like over the cuticle a little
But
bit.
I don't want to. This is a me thing, and it's like I don't think I'm OCD, but it's like I have certain weird preferences that are like nails on a chalkboard. For me,
Is it when it's like kind of cakey?
Painted nails on a chalkboard?
I don't care if you paint your nails. Do whatever you want, but don't have gross nails.
Don't draw attention to it.
Is that messed up?
you wanna say it,
I don't know. I think I'm just like I'm grossed out by so much of the human body. Like that, I don't like it when they. I don't like I like kissing, for example. I don't like on Love Island when they zoom in.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Even
When they
better,
zoom
Jesus.
into their tongues, I'm like, this for some reason has become grotesque now.
So I'd
my
never seen the show, and obviously that's a trope across so many, especially like Netflix coded. I'm on an island, I'm kissing, I've got abs.
I also only get it for Love Island. I've like been watching kissing in media my entire life, and for some reason, and I've been watching like The Real World since like the Real World Austin in like 2007.
I think there's something just eerie. So as I'd never seen it before, and then we were over at Jacobs, which is we can say it 9123 Vineland Avenue in West Hollywood. Go check that out. But we are like tradition. I didn't say the zip code. I'd never seen it before, but like watching it, it is everything that I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. And then the kissing stuff happens, and it is played with so much it's like when all of the Avengers come through the portals. It is such a celebratory. The song is like, everything's good and life is great now. And I literally cannot picture a human being watch it and going like, yay!
I actually have something to show you guys, and I apologize in advance.
Okay.
This man literally kisses everybody. Like, get him off the show.
I have a pet peeve. And again, if this is what you're into, cool. But I feel like young men on Love Island and other dating shows like to put their hand on the front of a woman's throat.
It's a little scary.
And it's just, in my opinion, not sexy.
Oh yeah.
So-
I see-
yeah,
I
he's-
see
I
now.
didn't even know
he's
that.
doing it.
Let's see he does it in here.
Everybody, like,
Where he's like grabbing her chin and front of her
him off
neck.
the show.
And then show the next one.
Understand? And it's been on Love Island so much that when a guy goes in to kiss the girl, he'll be like, why do you want to kill a woman so bad? Why do you hate women so bad?
So I just kind of feel
can't
like
explain that.
I've seen a lot of like it's on dating shows. It's like a lot of dating shows where it's like grabbing the front of the neck.
I do
don't
think
That is interesting.
Sexual presentation on when you know you're on camera with that kind of stuff. I do get the sense that it's like maximizing. It's like, well, I want to be the handsomest and the most jacked and the most charming, get the most dates, have the most sex. I've got to do the most kissing. And so they literally like unhinge their jaw and swallow them whole.
There
and, like,
was, I feel
snake.
like Bella from last season was like one of the few people I've seen who like didn't engage as much with that, for whatever reason it was. But I was like surprised they let her not. Like she would kiss in the challenges, but like didn't really want to kiss outside of the challenges. And I was like, hell yeah, respect.
You know what I think part of the cringes of watching kissing to that level of detail is that anybody who is doing a lot of like PDA, by the way, you know it looks cringe.
Oh my
It
God.
doesn't look cool. It's the same reason I would hate to see a clip of me kissing. It looks ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing that we're doing. I wouldn't want to see a video of me like jogging. I look ridiculous. The human body is worthy of affection, but it's so fucking silly.
Did I tell you about a recent trip to Trader Joe's? And every Trader Joe's parking lot is really hard to park in, you know?
Yes.
Maybe for you.
I'm on the phone in my car. I'm waiting for a spot. Someone pulls out. I pull in and I'm finishing up my phone call. And then I had a jump scare because I finished the call and I turned to my left. And in the next car, there's a couple making out.
Oh.
Trader Joe's.
I know. And it was like
It is sexy though.
very
You know what?
weird and they were like an older couple. And it was weird to see an older couple making out in a car.
Speaking of older couples making out in a car, the Zodiac Killer may have had a point.
No. Everyone should see the opening scene of Zodiac. It's so
but
good.
obviously
everybody.
serial killers are bad. It's just he was like weird and he like went after like high school sweethearts at like make out point and stuff.
He often
Which seems
attacks.
so, I don't know, like so transparently, like, oh, I know what your deal is.
Yeah.
I know what you're all about.
No, it was
Yeah,
100%.
is someone grumpy?
And he's like,
about
no,
love?
I like puzzles. And it's like,
Okay, bud.
I have no, you know what? The Zodiac Killer, he's a little bit of a poser, I think.
Yeah.
Not about the killings, which he did, but about his little
Codes.
ciphers and
Yeah.
codes.
Yeah. You're right.
Because my whole thing, there's really, really interesting like cryptography and like he's having
a dream.
Oh,
Like MLK.
What do you think he's doing?
there is such interesting like cryptography research, and the people who cracked like the really long Zodiac Killer cipher. I've like watched a bunch of videos. I think there might be a documentary on them. It was like 3 guys like around COVID time, like working together, like writing programs to like kind of throw a bunch of stuff at the wall. Eventually ended up finding one of the ciphers and figuring it out. And the reason it was so hard to figure out, by the way, it's much harder to figure out someone's cipher when you don't know the mechanics of it.
Yes.
Than it is to make a cipher with a bunch of weird mechanics.
And if it is even a real one.
Because so much of what he did was like let's just like wrap the words around diagonally and stuff like that. And then also messed up his own like rules for it multiple times. So they had to like do this like stochastic, like probabilistic thing where they like figure out where he did his own implementation wrong.
Yeah, where he fucked.
And then also he would misspell words
On purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Or because when you're misspelling words and then you're transposing those, like
You're doing the most. And missing.
yeah, I don't
It
know,
was
man.
definitely-
I wasn't impressed. I was impressed by the cryptographers.
If Hannibal Lecter was wrong, he would lose all of his aura. If he made all the like, if he got Clarice's name wrong, like Clarence, fuck, I fucking fucked it up. Shit.
Or
I ate his liver with a kidney. It was carver bean. Fuck.
Damn it.
I think like it's easier to make the cipher that he did hoping no one would figure it out.
Yeah.
It's much harder to make a cipher to keep some people out, but in the hopes that the person you're handing it to can decode it.
Also,
That's
Bad game design.
also there's there's like lots of strategies you use, like the probability of if you know the language, you know, like the probability of letters and stuff, and you can start to do some mathematical reasoning around that. But the first one that was cracked was pretty easy. And it was like a husband and wife, like at their kitchen. They were doing it like a New York Times daily.
Oh,
where they
yeah,
like, because it was
they
printed in the
published them,
newspaper. Yeah. And then they figured it out. But
Again, watch the David Fincher Zodiac movie.
David Fincher
It's
Zodiac
so
movie,
good.
or I can't remember how I forget so much stuff that I watch, but I watched This Is Zodiac Speaking, the Netflix documentary, and I found that pretty interesting as well. Bad guy.
Yeah, can we say that? Is that woke for us to criticize the Zodiac Killer? And to say he was corny. That's the additive to that point.
Speaking of woke,
Look who woke after 3 days in a cave or whatever.
whoa,
Oh.
sorry, made myself laugh.
You can have that for that.
You know what's not woke? All this racism happening in the World Cup.
Whoa.
Specifically there. Racism elsewhere is you don't have as much agreement.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually fine with other racisms.
You know, there's so much
Greek moment.
There's so much good that comes from the World Cup. You know, everyone coming together, soccer being a world sport,
like
cross-cultural connections.
Yes.
Yeah, which is another New York Times Daily puzzle. And
You don't get Jesus for them.
I don't get a Jesus.
You're stacked with Jesuses at this point.
That's true.
You have to. It's escalating.
That's true.
You have
They're like
5.
they look like the cast of Sailor Moon.
Oh, cute.
You've collected. I
It's
think you've got the
I'm
whole.
Jesus Saturn.
I'm angry, Jesus.
Jesus power makeup.
Dude, Jesus in a magical girl transformation sequence. That would be so sick. He goes to like from carpenter to like God.
Yeah.
I need to walk across the water.
You know how all of Sailor Moon stuff is like makeup? It's like a compact and like,
Yeah.
you know, blush and stuff. But Jesus has like a hammer. And
Yeah. He's got
one
like
of
a
those
utility
levels
belt.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. And he spins it and he
He opens his like drill bits. Sorry, he didn't have like an automatic drill, but
He has a fold-out organizer from Target.
yeah, he folds that out and then magical girl activate. Anyway,
Kind of ironic that he got killed by a big piece of wood.
It's not
nails.
do
ironic.
you think he criticized the construction? of the
This
cross?
is fine. He survived. It
Yeah.
must have sucked.
He
It must
might have
been a bad one.
made. I can't get into
Do you
this.
think he just
Your
faked?
technique is horrible.
Do you think he just faked his death and just went like with like one eye open?
I feel like that would work.
And Rome's like, I guess we'll put him in a cave.
Okay, so bunch of racism at the World Cup. And iShow Speed is at the one of the most covered stories about this.
Yeah, so
because FIFA is investigating it now.
Wow,
Cape
FIFA
Verde,
is investigating racism. That's taking a lot.
We're trying to find the guy who did this.
I'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
We were doing our own racism a minute ago, but I guess I'll try and help out.
the Cape Verde Argentina game
Yeah.
where Cape Verde got sent home. They got knocked out.
Yeah.
Whoa. That'll do it.
iShow Speed was there. He was wearing a Cape Verde jersey.
Yeah. And he's usually at the games, he's wearing the jersey of one or both teams playing.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think he loves Messi. I've seen him in a Messi jersey before.
He's a diehard Ronaldo fan, and so he's big Portugal guy.
He's wearing a Cape Verde jersey. He's surrounded by his bodyguards. And he's kind of just like in this little separate area. And there are a bunch of Argentina fans are behind him. And this one family in particular starts yelling at him. And I didn't see, well, let's watch this. We can see. So they're yelling at him.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Like, what are you even saying, bro? What are you saying? What are you saying?
It's a bit rude.
Yeah.
To just be, because at first
yell.
I thought it was just to yell. What are you doing? It's like tennis. You have to be quiet.
Yeah.
No, but I get if someone's wearing the opposing team's jersey being hostile within playful reason, I think.
Yeah, as a game. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but I just don't understand the like vitriolic anger addressed at someone where they, as far as I know, because I didn't see what led up to this. So maybe he like peed in her cup or something.
So he
But
spoke fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
From every account I've watched and heard about, he's just walking to his area.
Yeah.
He just walks past them.
There's a very funny clip from earlier in the World Cup where Speed is sitting next to Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah, that's what
and his chat tells him that he's sitting next to the mayor, and then he's like, "W mayor." And then
who's the mayor? Where's the mayor?
And then of course, being a big football fan, Zoran is like, "I loved your 2022 like World Cup song," and then he was like, "Oh, that's crazy." And then later, he was like sitting in Zoran's seat. It was very funny. So it's just like iShow Speed with a placard behind him that says like Mayor Zoran Mamdani.
You could always see when Zoran's about to do something that will crush because he gets a very specific smile. Like even if
He
someone's
does have
saying
a little
something,
grin.
He has a little grin.
It's like a Grinch kid. He looks like the Mask, and then
he's
he
like-
just like lands. But his perfect teeth appear, and then just.
Oh,
like,
I feel like mannerism wise, I'll have a Zoran impression loading. But I won't debut it now. But he he has a twinkle in his eye when he's about to jump in a pool with a full suit on.
hits this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he does
And then
that.
the
Yeah, no,
teeth are
literally.
slowly coming out. It's
Yeah.
this while he's listening, and then before he talks, he goes.
He does such a good job of I think you learn this in speech and debate and stuff, but he just like returning to his point and then also like clarifying like this is separate. Well, let's just continue. So people were translating the messages the messages she was conveying in her secret language, her Zodiac Killer style language.
The Zodiac Killer was just sending in Spanish. What the hell is this?
Oh, she's switching it up.
I hope this isn't something incredibly racist.
Well, apparently what she was saying was, I mean, I don't even want to say what she said. Go back to the zoo. And then
New York
go
City.
home, N-word, not
Not the classic.
with the I, but with the E.
Throwback.
Oh,
Which is interesting because
Well,
do
because
they
the
have a
Spanish
distinction
N-word.
in
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spanish?
because it's like just the color black.
But they're like it kind of like dumbs it down a little bit, right? It kind of like
But the
go
thing
home
is-
black.
Go home.
Well, but that's why I'm saying it's like there is a N-word slang that's not the word black, but it's got a similar sound symbol. Yeah. So
And-
I think it doesn't translate. I think it's
lazy.
literally just the N-word. Yeah.
So I feel like the fact that she was even telling him to go home when she seems to be from Argentina
And does
and this
she-
is taking place in
America.
the United States.
Go home. Does she just mean a different state?
Have you seen these World Cup teams?
Dude, she's gonna hate
Tons of
football.
those people need to go home.
She's gonna
Yeah.
hate it.
Just a couple days ago at the World Cup, Speed, one of the most famous streamers on earth, if you've never seen him before, was literally getting berated by Argentina fans and getting told to go cry at the zoo. Wonder what they mean by that. And allegedly they were calling him a Negro. And it's not abnormal for Argentina fans. I'm zooming in on her because she was really going hard. So y'all can see her face. But it's not abnormal for Argentina fans to be doing racist shit, like making monkey noises at black players
that's
and
a
doing
classic. I
racist
remember
chants. And like, don't listen to me because I know how y'all get. Go look it up yourselves.
So Mbappe, he plays for France, but he is either the leader or like second in goals scored during
He's
the World
second
Cup.
right now. Messi's the first one.
Yeah.
But Messi's 40 and Mbappe's like 27 or
yeah.
something.
And he was kind of a star as soon as he broke out.
Yeah.
This woman who I thought was just a lady, and it turned out she was a politician. She was like a member of the.
She's a senator.
Yeah, she's a senator in the Paraguayan Senate.
Senators love to post, huh?
So she's tweeted two things. This was the first one.
Colonized Cameroonian pretending hard to be French. Okay, well, don't think he's pretending.
Pretending hard, huh?
France isn't a race. French isn't a race. Resentful, okay, chill. I mean,
Newly rich.
he's been rich for a minute, actually.
Would you prefer he was old money? Is that better?
Yeah, newly rich. Yeah, that's like the goalpost moving. You're not even old rich. You're new rich.
Like, I didn't know. Were they competing?
Arrogant and ugly. He was nervous and scared to death the whole match. He absolutely was not.
Of what?
Couldn't even score a goal. They won by a fluke. The only thing many of us demanded of the Albirroja, what is that? Did I just say a slur?
That's the Paraguayan national football team.
That was close.
To not have slapped him open-handed after the match ended, and that's despite not being a soccer fan. Shut up!
Just a posting fan. Just a Twitter
Dude, it's
fan.
crazy how people like that get to be like, shut up and dribble, and then like, bro, shut up and do your job.
Go to work.
Yeah, holy shit.
The country still exists.
No, but her other quote, Brute didn't even, and obviously this is translated from Spanish. Brute didn't even learn how to write. Instead of mother's milk, he sucked on coconuts, and the most educated thing he heard were chimpanzees. That's such like,
old
It's a brand of
style.
racism that I like haven't seen in a while.
It's
No,
a
but
brand
it's
of racism.
European.
Yeah, European in my cup, and that's why I'm gonna shout slurs at you. I show speed.
I pray you don't give him a slap.
No, I remember I was in Germany during the 2002 World Cup, which was the final was Brazil versus Germany. And me and my sister were backpacking around Germany, and we went into a pub to watch a World Cup match and heard people making monkey noises when
In
black
Germany?
players. But that's the thing. This is never stopped.
It's
in
just like
Europe.
it's like Rocky Horror for them. Like what the hell?
They're
They're throwing spoons. It's like the room. Yeah.
Well, actually, there is an almost a martial art element to racial slurs and like racial competitiveness. The thing is like, you know how like you'll have, I don't know, like an older person in your extended family or something like that, or like if you have like extended white family members, which I've, of course, I've been blessed with, nothing but love, you crazy freaks. They will throw, you'll hear just like colored, like they'll hit colored, and you go like, okay, to them that's nothing. Like they literally. That is pure ignorance.
So much of like where you are in the world.
And I'm just like, okay, whatever, smooth that. One level up from that is like I used to get PAKI. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Don't say it. It's
it's the Hassan getting in trouble for cracker or whatever.
It's it's more of a slur than cracker. It's like KSI almost got canceled.
Well, that's what I mean. It is here. I mean, the cultural distinction is the difference in the UK is that that was the default slur for brown. For so many. So that's the one I've been shouted at more than anything else. Hundreds of those. And the thing is like, for the people doing that, there is, and even saying like, go back where you came from or something, it's got absolutely nothing to do with international politics. It's got absolutely nothing to do with cultural hegemony or like, that white replacement, all of that stuff. Those might be the keywords they throw in. Nigel Farage plays on that kind of shit. But what's actually just happening is it's fear of something different. Yeah. And that gets turned into, well, I don't want to be afraid. So what I'm going to do is be big about it. Like, hey, you're a beep or something. And it's just like, it's like a level below Nick Fuentes phrenology shit. Yeah. But it's a level above raw ignorance. And it's, I think, the most like consistent, pernicious, hard to root out one because it's raw instinct. And if you never have anyone outside of your community jump in and go like, hey, why do you say and do that?
Yeah,
that's like weird. And you don't agree with slavery. Like you say that's wrong.
It's like you say it's raw instinct, but obviously it's not like innate, but it is like an ingrained, like learned.
They're performing
behavior.
It on instinct.
No
part of them is like, I'm going to end up online for this because they're like, no, this is what you do.
Yeah,
you yell at black people.
I was trying to like, I've had like people driving by in a car like shout the N-word at me. Not so much recently, mostly because in LA you can't drive a car too fast because you'll be in traffic.
Hey, well, I'm gonna say something once the traffic moves, but just you wait, buddy.
Most people don't walk around.
And most people, you're not usually walking
where,
around
like,
in LA
someone's
too.
gonna drive fast past you.
Also, they're in LA. They're gonna spend a lot of time doing that.
I always have wondered what it feels like. Do you get like positive brain chemicals for doing this? Because it's like, it's cowardly. Like you're in a moving vehicle. Like you can't like sort of, it is like before, like now they would just have just called me an N-word in like the comments somewhere. Yeah. Because it's like the equal amount of detachment from
because
like,
that's also like,
consequence.
that is like cultivating attention that then does get acknowledged. Like if not necessarily by you, by a reply to it or a like or whatever, it's like yelling the N-word and then all the other cars go like, yay, or talk to you or something. But doing it just, it feels like buying groceries and not eating them. Like, what are you getting out of
who would
this?
do that? Who would?
It's like, what is the fun? Let's even cynically just be like, you like being racist, it's fun. Why? Yeah. What do you mean? What is the rush?
That's interesting.
I think to be fair, I think it's going to happen way more in people with in cars with more than one person. Because then it's like a teenager showing off.
I guess it is like power fantasy a little bit because it's like, because now I can't enact this power because I feel like I've been restricted by the culture. And so I can actually act out my fantasies of being able to wield this power that I don't feel, this power and agency that I don't feel like I have in my own life. So it's like bullying. I guess it's the same psychology as bullying. The thing I wanted to say about this quote, in addition, instead of mother's milk, he sucked on coconuts, and the most educated thing he heard were chimpanzees. So chimpanzees breastfeed, and other monkeys do as well.
Kind of a big mammal thing.
Why was he sucking on coconuts?
Wait,
Sucked on coconuts. Where did he get them?
that's what's bumping you about the.
Also, the most educated thing he heard were because there were people. It's not like
but he
and they also don't read.
But people speak at a frequency he can't hear. The only frequency he can hear is where chimpanzees speak.
Oh, I see.
The other issue I have with this, you should have shown him the finger, Orlando Gill. I do it in the Senate and nothing happens.
Oh, lesson learned, I suppose.
Like maybe she gotta get out of the Senate. You know?
What does she mean nothing happened?
I guess they're like, there's no consequences to my actions, so why don't you?
Oh.
It's like, you live in a world where you have power and you don't see the full consequences of your actions.
That's actually a perfect example because it's like, okay, well, why shouldn't I yell racial slurs and flip somebody off? Because I'd get in trouble.
I do it all the time and nothing happens.
But it's like, but that's not the reason to do or not do it. It's like a kid's mindset. It's like going to bed. I have to go to bed at 8:30, not because I need the rest or I don't, because I'll get in trouble. I'm not allowed to say curse words because I'll get in trouble.
Because you'll go to jail. It's like, you shouldn't kill someone because you'll go to jail.
Yes, you shouldn't like drink drive because you'll get in trouble. No, you shouldn't drink drive because you'll turn someone into pink mist.
Can I make this even more egregious for you?
Oh God, she's gonna say
egregious Philbin. So go ahead and
He does not.
Go ahead and fill
He
me
gets a
in.
little Jesus for that, but my
Do
messy
not
joke
give
doesn't.
him a Jesus.
Take some more.
No,
Take some more.
no, he's getting 2 for that horrible joke.
I've got 3.
No,
No
one.
one even knows who Regis. Put in the comments if you do not know who Regis Philbin is.
Egregious and Kelly.
I don't have a lot more, to be honest.
No, stop it.
I'm tapped
You're
out, so you
rewarding
can have a couple
bad
of these.
behavior.
More like Jesus Philbin.
I'm running really low on Jesus. Can I get your Jesus?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hold on.
Hey, you took my Jesus away and gave it to
Smelling through it all. I can't believe this has been right.
So the context that makes this even worse
Christ on the cross.
is that I watched that France and Paraguay game.
Mm-hmm.
France is really good.
They're extremely good.
They outclassed, out-finessed.
Aren't they, besides Argentina, to repeat, the favorites in the entire tournament?
They are. It's Argentina, Spain, and France are like the best odds at like they're considered the favorites for winning the whole tournament. France out-finessed, out-skilled, outclassed Paraguay at every turn. And all Paraguay could do, which is what a lot of football teams that you just don't have the ability to beat your opposing team. So what do? You use kind of like brute force aggression. Like you kind of like, and this is a technique. It's totally understandable.
Yeah, from a game theory standpoint, it's like you need to take high risk, high reward action.
Exactly.
And the high risk, high reward action is that there's always physical contact in these games. And some of it is called by the referees and some of it isn't. You need to risk basically always making it a referee call because you don't think you have another game plan. Like your game plan isn't working.
So Paraguay is fouling a bunch. They are beating, like outrunning and kind of like being very aggressive to stop these French players from scoring. It didn't work. France still won, but they did their best effort. And so it makes it, to me, even more ridiculous that this senator's like Hill, who's the goalie. Orlando Hill should have given him the finger. And it's like, first of all, Orlando Hill's a very good goalie. He's very talented. Probably has played against Mbappe before.
Got great fingers. I think he could definitely do it.
So I feel like it's very silly for her to even suggest that when everyone is like, Mbappe's very talented and he's very nice.
He's bilingual. Honestly, the worst thing Mbappe has ever done was carpool karaoke with James Corden, which he did right leading up to the World Cup.
She should have called that out.
And I said, no!
Is he still doing that without being on telly?
Well,
No, he's the official after show of the World Cup. Every World Cup match, the casters are like, and stay tuned at midnight for James Corden.
And you know what? I will not stay tuned.
I will not.
I refuse. They're like, stay tuned for James Corden and the After Hours crew. Fuck the After Hours crew.
Yeah, more like cutting the Corden. Okay?
I don't know.
Because I don't have cable. Because I cut it.
You cut the cord off your own...
I cut the cord in, James.
To show him that you don't like him.
Let that sink in.
Do you want to go get us something?
Anyway.
Let's real quick read Mbappe's response. And this is translated from French. Madame Celeste Amarilla, you are a despicable woman and unworthy of your position. Bars. You do not represent Paraguay, the country which has sweated passion and honor throughout the competition. Through your recklessness and your brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and the historic effort that your players accomplished during this World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of her country. Honestly, great burn.
Yeah.
I will never allow people like her the freedom to spread their hatred and racism across the world.
So the president of FIFA, who in my opinion is a ghoul.
Oh, yeah. One of the most evil people in history.
A corrupt ghoul.
Yeah.
Friend of our nation's president.
Wait. Is that again?
Trump.
Right.
I was going to do something like the Cheeto in chief. Or
this clown in Congress.
The annoying orange.
Covfefe Drumpf, I think his name is. Time traveling to 2017.
But I decided to just go with his real name. President of FIFA is investigating this, or he says he is. And he also said he's going to investigate the Argentina being... The funny thing is...
Everything?
Well, the thing is, he was like... Not iShowSpeed, because honestly, iShowSpeed has done a lot for FIFA's popularity in the United States. So... I kind of...
iShowSpeed is for what is for the US what that big Japanese cat that smashes a rage room with a big baseball bat does for Japan.
Yes.
No, yeah, I mean he's he's still young. He's still young and he's still growing his voice, developing, blah blah blah. But a lot of the annoying stuff about Speed was done when he was 16 years old, you know? And I can't help but applaud the progression of his career and his maturation process because he's still
way less
21.
egregious than I forget who it was. It was it during a Beast Games event or something
that?
Oh yeah,
that Spanish kid or something?
Yeah, and it was just incredibly horrendously racist for the sake of being annoying.
Yeah.
So she had a few things to say about this tweet that Mbappe posted. She said, 1, he had no reason to say all of this stuff. 2, that his calling her out and saying that she is unworthy of her position was sexist, was misogynist.
Racist.
And so she filed a lawsuit against him and FIFA. And then... she went into a press conference and made this statement.
Okay, wait. Before you say that, I didn't know that they made Karens everywhere.
New brand. I can read this as the Emperor from Star Wars because it's the vibe she's giving out.
I retracted it, which is why I deleted the post. That was a blunder. It's what a 62-year-old person learned living in an era where gays were beaten. We're saying nigger of shit.
Negro de merda.
What the hell?
Was the most usual.
Oh yeah, I've seen that translated also as black piece of shit, but yeah.
I come from that terrible generation. I am deconstructing myself and the Empire and the Senate. Have patience with me, Darth Vader. I am doing it with effort.
Why have patience
Have
with you?
patience with me? Did you really just hit I'm a 62-year-old small bean?
I'm EP, dude.
Yeah. I'm EP, I'm neurodivergent and a 62-year-old minor.
I'm baby. Don't yell at me.
She has zero patience
Also,
for anyone else.
As a politician,
obviously.
you don't get to undo. But actually, as a person, you don't just get to undo.
You definitely don't get to go like,
Yeah,
psych.
you don't go, I deleted it, so you can't use it against me.
Also,
Judge.
Your Honor, I
she
psych
didn't
that.
delete her original post.
Yeah. In the marketplace of ideas, you should just be like, damn, you really got my ass.
You got me on that
As a 62-year-old small bean who grew up in this era, I should have been better. Instead of quoting like negro de mierda.
Show me that photo of her again. Posting that and saying, this is who you're making fun of. This is who you're this is who you're yelling at.
We're saying black piece of shit was the most usual thing.
I'm
Like,
like,
I think that's like an I guess it's probably literal and probably it was like an everyday saying. I just think it's a very funny phrasing.
And
But
to not
also,
account, I mean, it's a global
there's-
conversation. You have to account for the translations of the things you're saying, right? Like, it's like, if we get transcripts made for this show, if there was some kind of like grievous error that in French
Grievous. There is some kind of grievous error. It is why I retracted it. You are.
also, I
Negro.
feel like
take it to Darth Vader, I think.
she wanted to.
Misa negra de mierda.
It feels like she just wanted to like say it again, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what? Like
Throw
she
it
didn't
in
have
there.
to include that in there. And Paraguay has black people in it. I'm sure they're not saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like she's supposed to be representing her constituents.
It doesn't have, okay, I'm going to say something that makes almost no sense at all, but I do genuinely feel. If there is one thing that America has earned culturally that I think this is appropriating, it is politicians being annoying online. And it feels like this is kind of like how really like if you go like 20 years ago, the whole like by two-party confrontation, vote for the person, not the political party thing was not as present in the UK. And then America became the cultural hegemony. And then the UK started doing it. And some schools would have proms and it would be like, we're like LARPing as American. That's fucking cringe.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same. You don't get to look like a ghoul and post like this. Because you ain't us, bro. We're different. We're really ugly. We have some of the most ghoulish, disgusting orc-like freaks. We have Uruk-hai in the Senate saying just like, hey, we should burn down every mosque. You don't get to walk in and be like, this guy's a monkey.
I mean,
You don't know our game.
South America has their own issues. Often it's because America put in a puppet government.
It's
and
the radiation bleeding from the north.
Like the UK entered the Falklands, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, we don't need to. It's with America. Let's just.
But is there anything else to talk with about this?
Misa make a big mistake.
Misa, retract what I say.
Misa, take it back.
Dude, Darth Vader sitting in front of the camera doing a big sigh before an apology. I've made a serious lapse in judgment. Oh, Dipper just did big sigh.
I am a 62-year-old politician. I was an absentee father, and that was
There's
naughty.
one more.
She also said, by the way, that she was a leftist in that quote, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's such a fun like smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Like, in what way? Oh, she's gone.
Dude,
So one last racism World Cup related.
Okay.
World Cup
promise.
edition.
Only one? Wow, we've made so much progress.
Okay, there's a chance this won't be the last, but
just a small. The betting odds on Polymarket right now are.
All three of them are doing Dragon Ball super move poses.
Yeah.
They're about to like fire
he's
two
about
beams.
to go like that.
wait, this is actually an improv game. At any time, one person has to have one arm up, two arms up, or two arms down.
And one card.
No, so Argentina played Egypt. And to give a little backstory about this, I just learned about this. They created a hand gesture for FIFA because during a I want to say a EuroLeague game or like some kind of Euro Cup game. Someone said something racist to Vinny Jr. He's a Brazilian soccer player, but they covered their mouth with their shirt.
Oh yeah.
So that no one could like lip read.
And now that's an automatic red card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vinny Jr. went to the ref and said, "Hey, this guy just said something really horrible to me. I didn't act on it. I'm telling you." And the ref was like, "I don't give a shit." Then Vinny Jr. talked about it in the press conference, and it became a big topic of discussion. So they were like, "Okay, from now on, we are going to make a gesture. If you put your hands up in an X, it means the ref needs to stop play and come over and discuss with you what happened." In the Egypt versus Argentina game where Egypt got knocked out, there's so much controversy with that game because there was also a Egypt goal that was
taken back.
Was it
offsides or was it a foul?
There was a foul like
a far away.
So long. They let the play
in basketball that would matter, but I think that I'm not a soccer expert, but I've seen like I thought it had to be related to impeding
it, and it wasn't. It was the people who did the goal weren't even involved in that foul. Not even the person who passed. Like it was so long before. And again, this is very controversial. There are some people saying no, this is fine, and there are other people saying no, that was they let play go on way too long.
Yeah, well, range and play length it's partially to balance, like, okay, well, oh shit, I think they're going to score a goal. I'm going to punch this guy in the head on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, well, that doesn't. No, you just get a red card and play continues in the meantime. That's like not a strategy you could use.
So
I mean, you can. It does
so
work.
So that's a whole other thing that we're not even going to talk about. But this thing where the Egypt coach put up the hand gesture of the X, and this ref walks over to him and gives him a yellow card. Does not ask him, "Hey, what's going on?" This is the same exact guy that didn't listen to Vinny Jr. in the Euro Cup.
You gotta learn. You gotta change.
That's me
racism
saying.
Alarm.
Yeah, I was saying EU as in European Union.
EU. Don't even get me started on them, brother. I'm about to Brexit this room.
You wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah.
So now everyone's like,
"You want breakfast?
Hold up, what happened? Like, why did he put up his arms? Like, the ref never asked. No one kind of found out what happened."
I had a coworker at my first job out of college who was French and told me. I actually had two French coworkers. One of them is the best man I've ever met, and the other one is a pretty cool guy, but was a little bit misguided in this moment and had these very stereotypical French like disagreements with people where he'd like be very emotional, and it's I say very stereotypically French because like that's a thing, I think.
Yeah.
But he also told me that they don't have racism in France because they made it illegal.
Which is such a good idea.
Why didn't we think of that?
Oh my God. I've taken my pseudo-ironic jabs at France, but I've had a lot of family there, and I did live there for a little under a year.
Yeah, you lived there. Your mom lived there.
I lived there for years.
Yeah,
but
the call's coming from inside the house.
There is an understanding.
Oh oui,
ooh la la, ooh la la. Welcome to the house.
Omelette du fromage. Real
This guy's French.
Go ahead and tell me which show that's from.
The kind of like positive statements that like people will make offhandedly about like the negative aspects of racism or why racism is wrong, or just like talking about race at all, is very similar to the way that it can happen in small town England. It's very similar to the way it can happen in Europe, where the sentiment is, again, because it's against the rules. And it's like, well, that's wrong, in the same way that you have to cover your mouth when you sneeze. And they don't know why that's minimizing it and why it matters. And it's almost an impossible thing to challenge because it's coming from literally just raw naivety almost.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, there is a naivete to, it's like, I don't want to fully let him off the hook, but.
Yeah, you're culpable for your own growth.
Because racism is such an important element of America's history and like discussions of it, even if fraught, are at least happening. There is a awareness, like people there in America, people are like, slavery was a long time ago. What are you complaining about? Like that type of thing. But
or like racism stopped after Obama was elected.
Yeah, or racism stopped after civil rights. You got what you wanted. Yeah, after Obama was elected, especially. Yeah, and that I think that all I'm trying to say is to not shit on France or Paraguay or whatever. Is just to say like we all have a lot to learn. We cannot be so pompous and hubristic in our beliefs of our country. Every country has flaws, and we should all strive to be better. And sometimes, depending on the cultural makeup of the place that you live, there may be cultural and socio-political blind spots that are not addressed, across the board.
You can whiff, but the only real answer to it is like to acknowledge that you do. The thing is, people hate feeling like they don't know something.
Right.
And being uninformed, people feel self-conscious about it. I know we're geniuses, and that's why we have so many Jesuses. He asks us for advice.
But it's very invalidating to other people from where you're from if you don't even accept that their experience might be different.
Well,
than yours.
I think a black man from France, my friend Killian, would say that racism very much does exist.
Oh yeah, 100%. Actually, I feel like there's a thing in Paris where the suburbs of Paris are actually considered the low income areas, and the center of Paris is considered very.
La la.
So a lot of.
I guess that's where the big tower is, isn't it? Why is Paris mapped out like a League of Legends map?
It really is.
There's like the tower you destroyed and take down the
It's
whole
like you have to get to the top of it, and it unlocks the map points around the map.
You use your eagle vision.
Yeah, it lights them up. Yeah, you can bing, 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 bing.
You jump into some hay.
Yeah, you got your kite. You got the kite at the top.
Fuck, I didn't get the grapple hook yet. That's why it took so long to get up the Tower de Eiffel. What does Tower de Eiffel translate to?
Eiffel Tower.
Bullshit!
You're lying.
Just kidding.
The suburbs are where a lot of people of color live. And I think like Thierry Henry actually talked about this on
one of my
World
other
Cup
friends
coverage.
Yeah, one of my other black Frenchman friends, Thierry.
I
call him Henry, but
even that on its own, like just looking at the income imbalance and wealth imbalance, it's like, if you're gonna colonize, you gotta accept that there might be people from those colonies that move to your country, right?
What are they doing here?
There was something really interesting that I don't have enough context on, because even though I've watched like all the World Cups since I was like, a teenager or whatever, I don't really know much about like the, professional like soccer leagues, the worldwide leagues, Champions League, Premier League, all that type of stuff. But I was looking at some discourse around American soccer, and they were talking about how the way that FIFA is structured, FIFA is flawed, of course, and corrupt, and we know that. But the way that it's structured, the training academies they like essentially get paid out if they develop talent.
Yes.
Like if they develop talent that makes it big, they actually get like big kickbacks, and that's kind of the engine that runs their thing. So they're really inspired to find and develop that.
It's
that
really
talent.
smart.
It is, but in America, the customer is the parents who pay the training, the schools and stuff. Yeah. So it's like their customer is the the making the parents happy to whatever they want versus like actually like developing the young talent.
Yeah.
It also kind of socioeconomically makes soccer like associated with like a lacrosse or like or rowing crew, where it's like it's a richer, higher class
it's a prestige,
sport.
yeah.
Whereas like in Europe there is it isn't viewed that way.
It's
like
truly talent based
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
There's an old adage of like, what is it? It's classist because it's from England, but it's like rugby is a thug sport for the rich and football is a rich sport for thugs. Because it's like, it's just classism, but there is like a prestige associated with rugby because it's like private boys' school sport. For some reason, I guess just tradition.
Yeah.
And then football is like, well, and also maybe just like resources. Because like getting access to a football field is like very easy.
Yeah, dude, I think what Zoran did in, Jesus Christ, we live in California, man. So why am I talking about this
We
guy?
don't even live in his Sultan California.
We don't even live in Momdanistan.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Be our mayor. Come on.
It wouldn't work. Dude, honestly, he would be fucking cooked if he was in LA.
Couldn't handle us.
No, just because we don't work the same way.
Our
and so
power structure is very
he would
different.
immediately be embroiled in administrative red tape.
Anyway, you'd have to be like, what the fuck is Glendale?
Yeah.
I have to deal with that.
I have to deal with the czar of Glendale. Why do they all use different parking apps? Anyway,
you have to scale the Americana to you have to scale the Americana to see all of the quests available in Glendale.
But the
Just go on that big mountain.
That's awesome. Yeah, you have to look out like Batman from the top of one of those apartments at the Americana.
Wait, hyper insular joke. You are a fucking psycho if you're living in one of those.
But to the credit of Mamdani, no, who I like. 24/7 soccer field in New York they opened and they closed off like parts of the street that are dedicated play areas for kids, and it's like that's how it begins.
I kind of sometimes feel like I love living here because I'm in an environment where my like genuine feelings and beliefs and ways of expressing myself is like welcome and rewarded, right? Like it is the place to do it. It is the consensus. A lot of my opinions are the consensus. And so it's very easy to hang out with people, have random conversations, so and so. I'm not like having to be a little agile around like, what can I say? What can't I? How much do I have to perform? But there is like, I don't know, a temptation to almost have the French coworker take of like, well, racism doesn't exist in California because we're a democratic state. That is equally as naive, but I think even greater consensus. Like there's so many people that we know who fully take the position that if you are a democratic state, then that is where people are progressive, and if you are, they're actually fine. But if you drift like pretty much any direction outside of LA, like LA County.
Even some parts of LA.
Huge parts of LA County. But as soon as you drift out, there's straight up, it's conservative voter. It's not even like quite not the consensus.
That's why like when the elections for LA were happening and things were coming in, people were so like, what's going on? But it's like most of the land mass is like red, but it's like every metropolitan area in America works this way, where it's like the blue parts are very centralized in I almost said Mediterranean areas instead of metropolitan areas, because we're about to eat Zanku chicken and I'm really excited about that.
The furthest from my house.
Of course. But with that,
we just solved racism.
I think that was a hat trick. I think it was 3 hat tricks. I think the 3 of us each scored 3 times. Do you know why it's called a hat trick? I learned.
No, why?
Jarvis loves to learn.
Okay.
I don't
Let go
like
of me, man.
this,
Let go of my
Jarvis.
wrist. I'll give you as many Jesuses as you want, please.
Because
that was a Batman villain level.
I'm gonna mess this up. The
learner.
It's so it comes from cricket. It originated in 1858 in professional cricket to describe a bowler who took 3. Look, I'm gonna say this with a straight face. To describe a bowler who took 3 wickets with 3 consecutive deliveries. To honor this rare feat, fans held a collection to buy the bowler a brand new hat.
It is how you would make fun of.
I got to 3 wickets and I almost melted, dude.
I got made fun of by Katie the other day because I was parking and it was a really tight spot and I unconsciously went, a bit of a sticky wicket. I don't know where it came from. Don't remember ever saying that in my life.
Sticky wicket comes from cricket.
Oh yeah.
Sticky wicket's from cricket, and frankly, I'll nick it.
Hey,
We're gonna catch ourselves in a sticky wicket.
I don't know why I became evil Stewie Griffin.
Yeah. Well, Stewie.
I'm Stuart Griffin, and welcome to Sad Boys.
Oh, we running it back?
I'm a baby.
All right, let's redo the
So
whole
we're
episode.
gonna redo the whole thing.
We love you
with
and we're sorry.
Stewie.
Sure.
Yeah.
We love you.
And we're sorry.
Yippee.
As you may know from last week's nights, I had Jarvis pick out a tattoo for me. And I thought, what's the location that would make him the most uncomfortable? Playing Zelda music.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it. Girl, too rich for me.